Watch the game on DVD. Chalk Off, the complete pool table cleaner. And the Billiard Club Pro Shop. For all your pool and billiard supplies, visit billiardclub.net. You're watching Bank Pool on Billiard Club TV. Get the chalk off with the new and improved pool table cleaner. Just spray it out over the table and wipe it clean with the handy microfiber wiper, and your pool table is cleaner than new. Get the chalk off with this professional pool table cleaner. You get free shipping when you call us toll-free 866-774-8770 or visit us online at pooltablecleaner.com. Get the chalk off today. You're watching Bank Pool on BCTV.
Danny, we're back. The Billiard Club Network presents the Derby City Classic 9-ball banks, and we've got a match here that is a tough one between Brian Gregg and Shannon Dalton, and Brian Gregg now leads 2-zip.
Yeah, this is unusual that Shannon's in this kind of spot, because really the last 6 years Shannon has dominated banks, and this is basically his area of the country, you know, and the people pull for him. We have a rule here that if you lose a match, you can buy back in one time.
Yeah, this format's a little different than most professional tournaments, being the typical double elimination. It's called a buyback, and it's single elimination, and every player has the opportunity to buy back one time, and the draw is redone. It's a very complicated process, but it really levels the playing field. You see a lot of upsets in this format, Danny, and we're not sure where Shannon or Brian is in that scheme right now.
If they're both undefeated, they're still alive. You know, they can buy back in. But if they have a loss, they're packing their bags, at least for the bank pool. This is the first division of our tournament, bank pool, then one pocket, and then 9-ball. And we're in our third day. We started with 409 players, and we're down to somewhere in the 60s.
Danny, what do you think about that number? 409 players to play bank pool. Isn't that phenomenal?
Well, we had that many last year also. In the last few years, it really, you know, it escalated. I would have never dreamed that 30 years ago that you'd get 409 players in a bank pool tournament.
Well, it's amazing to me because I've played in a lot of tournaments the last 2 years, 9-ball and standard games, and we're nowhere near fields like that.
Yeah, this guy is definitely not intimidated by Shannon or the Accustat table or the importance of the match. He's just going to shoot the balls in.
Well, Danny, you see the way that he's free, you know, almost freewheeling here. Okay, if you were in this situation like Shannon, you're playing a player like this, what's your strategy?
I would start praying that I get another shot because he might not get back to the table. You know, the way they're sitting, he could very easily run 5 and out here.
Well, providing he were able to get back at the table, I mean, is it time to really start playing hunt and peck, meaning, you know, get one and stop and play safe and slow the guy down?
If that's what it calls for, you know, if you could get 3 or 4 without gambling, you know, in other words, playing a tough bank to get position for an easy one, then you do that. But if not, make them one at a time and try to outthink them. See, even though they're the same age, Shannon is the veteran here, but I'm afraid he's not getting up anymore. Well, he got lucky here. He really got lucky because he was done for.
Okay, table number 4, Reyes wins.
Shannon has to put something together now or forever hold this piece. Bad shot for him, but you notice how he's jumping up. You know, I suspect he's history right here. He could play position off this one. I'd go all the way down to the 5 or well, he don't want to, but he's shooting at the game and match right now. Yeah, he's playing it back to his right, straight back. He came a little wide. Now, let me tell you about Shannon. He's been around so long. He used to come around with his father when he was 12. So now, recently, I took him on a fishing trip to the Keys, and he told me on the way, when he was like 9 years old, his father wrote a check for $500, pinned it on the wall, and said, Shannon, if you learn the Auctioneer song in 3 weeks, that $500 check is yours. He learned it in 2 days. And unfortunately, I had to hear him sing it on the way from Hollywood to the Keys. And then I had to hear him sing all the rest of the country. And he's pretty good.
I was going to say, are you telling me you can't carry a note in a bucket?
No, he sings those country songs pretty good. Unfortunately, I don't like country songs. But the Auctioneer song is very interesting. Well, anyway, he's on the board. He's losing, what is this, 4-zip here? Little wide.
So he's going to focus right now, it looks like, on what we refer to as shot safety. And he's going to try and pick a shot off and make sure he doesn't give Shannon, who's got tremendous firepower, a way to just, run out. And, if Shannon does run out, it's feasible a guy like Shannon could do some damage on the break and run out again and get back in the match.
Well, he's not going to run out here because they're not all in play. But he can't put the 8 in play right now because he would be selling out the game-winning bank. He played a 3-railer back and forth?
It appeared that's what he was doing. He was going up and down and back in the left-hand corner there facing from the rack side.
Well, if I were Greg, I'd be feeling very good right now because he's got shots at the game where he can't sell out. I mean, he can sell out a bank or two, but certainly Shannon's not going to run 5 from here if he gets a shot. But here is the game. I would shoot this soft enough cross corner that if it missed, it hung. Keep another one out of play.
His mechanics are interesting because he's deceptive. Sometimes it looks like he's going to power the ball, but he still comes with the roll shot.
Yeah. Well, that would have been a nice one. Of course, it's no brain surgeon stuff, but if that one ball hung in the pocket, it would be another ball out of play. He'd like to have 4 of them out of play right now. Greg, that is. Oh, is he going to reach? Because it sure has the accuracy. No. Caught the rail and died. See, meanwhile, that's another ball out of play. But he hasn't left a shot. He can't roll on the 1 and give him that because then he'll sell out an easy bank on the 8. I think I'd kick 1 rail at the pink ball. Now, I don't know what he's doing here, but I don't like that. Was not the greatest shot. I mean, he could have kicked 1 rail at the pink without making it and frozen behind the balls. This really didn't make much sense. See, that made no sense. I told you that if he rolls the yellow in, he's leaving the 8. He could have kicked 1 rail at this ball in the right-hand corner.
Well, that gave Shannon a little opening here, and
sure
he could capitalize, being the veteran he is.
Yeah, you don't want to give this guy extra chances, but nevertheless, look where the ball stopped. This is close to what I call the electric chair bank.
The electric chair bank.
Yeah, in other words, if someone said you're going electric chair, put up a bank that you make or you're going to the electric chair. This might be the one you put up.
This is it, huh? Death row.
Yeah.
There it is.
I was right.
You're right. Well, that was certainly probably not what a lot of people expected to see in this match, Danny. I mean, Shannon, on paper, is a clear-cut favorite here.
It was, a replay of last night. He won again.
Stay tuned for more Bank Pool Championship from the Derby City Classic on Billiard Club Television. For more, log on to billiardclub.net.
Where can you find videos of the best players in the world in their entirety and without commercials? AccuStats.com. How about 8-ball, 9-ball,